Hello! Right, I'm just going to show you how to basically produce some work inspired by the stuff I've been looking at with the printmaking. So we're going to look at how to create this kind of design in Photoshop. So firstly, let's just minimize, all that. Just going to minimize that. Right, this is what we're going to create. So the first thing I need to do is go to my Finder and just find the painted background that I'm going to use. So I'm just going to use this one, drag it into Photoshop. Okay. Next thing, if I just go to image, and what I'm going to do is just check the resolution of this image. It should be 300, because that'll inform how we start our next document. So go to image size, and that tells us the resolution just there. So the resolution is how many dots per inch, or how many pixels per inch there is. So if you zoom in on this, so that's 300. If you zoom in, you can see all those pixels. And the idea is there should be 300 within an inch, and that basically makes your image, if you didn't know that already. So I need to make a new document. I need to make sure it's the same resolution. It should automatically go to 300 anyway, but just in case, that's where you change it. I need to change it to international paper, A3 size, and then click OK. Don't mean to worry about anything else. And then we just need to rotate it so it's the same orientation as your slides. Okay, let's go to image, and then image rotation, and then just 90 degrees clockwise. There you go. Right, go back to our work. Use the type tool. Oh, that's not good. Okay, click on the type tool. So click on your actual image and type out what you want. So I'm just going to type the word design. It's always an easy one to do. And then what I can do, if I just go back to the type tool, I can change my font. All my fonts are there. And I'm just going to keep it on that Russian one. It's quite a nice bold font, so it's quite easy to see. Okay. So I'm going to click on my move tool, so then we can actually move it over the area we want. But ideally, we want to make this bigger. So first thing, if you just go to Edit, and then Free Transform, or Command and T, or Windows and T, depending on what keyboard you're using, and then we can just scale it up. So I'll scale it. Remember, if you don't press Shift, it goes all weird. So press Shift and it maintains the right proportions. And then just move it into place. So just that will do fine for me. Right, just press Enter and it just confirms your movement. Right, we just need to now use the Magic Wand tool to basically select individual text. I'm going to show you two different ways of doing this. So click and hold on the quick selection tool, and you just want to go down to Magic Wand. Okay, just go back to that so you can see. So it's just that Magic Wand. Okay, and all I'm going to do is just click on each of my letters. Now make sure you press Shift, you can select multiple things. And it's selecting my text there. Whatever's within that marquee, whatever within those dotted lines, is what you're going to select. Right, this is where we get a bit faffy. So we've selected that area of the letters. What we now need to do is get rid of those letters and use our selection to take out the background. Okay, so it'll make sense in a second. So just click on the eye, and that that just removes it from view. And then click on the background, and that's the one we've got selected. Right, so you can see basically that dotted line is around our image. If you wanted to, making sure you've still got the Magic Wand selected, you could move it into a different location if you weren't happy with where you initially had it. So say we want to move it up there. Just be mindful, if you've got the Move tool selected, you'll see those little scissors pop up, and that basically means it's going to cut it out of your text. We don't necessarily want to do that, so make sure you keep it on the Magic Wand. Okay, so I say we can move it around. Right, and all we do now is just go to Edit, Copy, go to our new document, and just go Edit and Paste. And it's pretty much as simple as that. So I can click back on my Move tool, just go to Edit, and then Free Transform, and I want to make this nice and big. You can see it pixelates there, but as soon as you press Enter, it'll tidy it up. And there you go. And that's pretty much as easy as that. So what you can do is save that and try another one. So I'm just going to open up a new document and show you another way of doing this. A bit more faffy, but you get a bit more movement around it. So File and New again, open up a new document. Remember, international paper, A3, check your resolution, click OK. and again rotate it. So we've got our text there. Now what I'm going to do is just deselect our selection at the moment. So just go to the select and then deselect, or again Command and D. There you go, gets rid of it. Right, I'm going to bring up my text again. This time I'm only going to select individual letters, and it would do the kind of same process, but only letter by letter, and you'll see why in a second. So again, magic wand, click on the D, and it selects the entire area of the D. Again, get rid of it from view. Select your background, edit, copy, go to your document, edit, paste, and it's there, the individual letter. And again, click on the move tool, edit, free transform, and scale it up. Press enter. There you go, so that's one letter. Right, go back to it. This time, go back to your text, bring it up. Remember to deselect it, magic wand again, your next letter. Get rid of it from view, select your background, and again, edit and copy. And then edit and paste. And again, it pastes it in. So you can start actually building up your words from separate letters. It can be a little bit easier in Illustrator, but you need to learn how to use both ways. And again, as I say, you can start moving these around separately. Right. I showed you this in class, and this is one of the main reasons why Photoshop can be a bit of a pain. If I just zoom right in, you can see straight away that the shape is actually quite pixelated around the curve. The straight is obviously going to be straight because that's the shape of a pixel, okay, as a square. But as I say, as soon as you start going down the going around angles, that's when you're going to have issues. So if I, just to kind of demonstrate this again another way, I'm just going to go to edit and free transform and just rotate. Oops, rotate my letter D, and you'll see, I don't know if you noticed it just there, it just starts to pixelate. So again, zoom in, and it's because we're not working on a straight line now. Okay, so you can see the difference. So anyway, so when you're doing large things, it can be quite an issue. With something small, as a little tester, it's not really going to be an issue because you can at least you can actually learn a few little techniques. But when we want to do really large format things, which as designers we probably tend to do, that's where Illustrator can come and play. Okay. So anyway, save this. So file, save as, save a new area. So I'm just going to do this as test one. And then you can get that into your slides. But make sure to save as a JPEG or screenshot to get it into your slides. Okay? Right, done. Produce a load of those.